Hi everybody, I want to talk to you about SMART goals and what they are, and this video is going to give you a tool as to what SMART stands for, what do they mean, how to write them, and then at the end it'll give you an example of kind of what that looks like. So let me share this PowerPoint here. Okay, so SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So those are just good reminders when you're writing the goal to make sure it addresses all those areas. Here is a funny cartoon that I thought is relevant when writing the SMART goals. So she says, "Don't you think this goal is a bit vague? Mark will improve communication skills." He says, "No, that way it can mean whatever you want, and we'll never have to change it." And I've used that goal for the last 5 years. So this is exactly what we do not want. We don't want to have a very vague goal that's not achievable, that you're going to be using for the next 5 years. We want it to be something that they're able to reach and achieve and feel that sense of satisfaction within the length of treatment. So S stands for specific. Goals should be detailed, focused. They should give clients clear expectations of what they want. Measurable, this is a way to track their progress. They can feel good. They see that they're making progress as well. Achievable, we don't want it to be too hard for the clients to reach. We want to make sure it's age and developmentally appropriate. Here we can also use an action-oriented verb when writing this, which I'll go into later. R stands for realistic. This is something that they can work towards during the length of treatment, and it's relevant for their age. And timely, this would be something that, either it could be daily, it could be monthly, it could be during the time that they're in treatment. This is one more just explanation of different ways when you're writing it. It's going to be helpful to be able to go back and review it because it's going to take time to get used to this. So specific, what do you want to accomplish, who, what, where, why. Keep this very simple and direct. Measurable, how are you going to track this progress? How will they know when their goals are being met? Achievable, this is the action-oriented verb, so maybe they're going to be practice verbalizing their feelings with their mom 1 time a week. Relevant, how does this tie back into the objectives? We want to keep it still focused on what the goal is. We don't want to get off track here. And timely, this would be, like I said earlier, 1 time a day. So maybe they're doing coloring, or practice their coping skill, which is coloring 1 time a day. So this is just when writing the overarching goal. You're going to put the action steps underneath this. This is just a good tool that I use personally, that you're welcome to use this as well. To feel, to experience, or to me, that helps me when I'm writing the goal, or even just a quote from the client or the client's guardian. Okay, lastly, you can see this screen here is just an example of one. It might be helpful when you're writing. So the client is Ksenia, and she's saying, her mom is saying, Ksenia needs to be able to talk about her emotions without getting angry. That's what I want for my daughter during this treatment. And as you can see, her daughter is 10 years old. So then when we're writing the goals, we want to keep that in mind as well. So then underneath, I have a bunch of different objectives or action steps. It's going to help flesh out what this actually means. So attend therapy once a week, develop language or vocab for your thoughts or feelings over the next 6 months, learn to identify 1 to 2 emotions each section for the next month, practice using 1 coping skill, coloring daily when feeling frustrated at home, verbalize when not feeling safe, to share feelings at home for the next 6 months. So again, I kind of color-coded it, and like I said, this is something that you can refer back to. It's definitely something that you're going to be using in your social work practice and that you'll get a chance to use during this course. All right, thank you.